All right, it is time for another retrospective. This time we are doing your proposals. Now, by the end of today, you will have spent about maybe 2.5 weeks with the proposal template that you created. You've likely sent out a couple of these by now, regardless of whether or not they've landed you deals. And you've learned a lot more than you knew when you first began. So you know how to structure a proposal, you know what resonates with your clients, the dynamics of closing a deal. You understand all of that now, kind of intuitively. This retrospective is going to focus on the proposals. I want you to know that it's not going to take you a ton of time to do this one. It's a little bit less demanding. I've sort of done it myself a couple of times and I've worked it out. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to be very detail oriented. And this isn't going to be something where you can just sort of like, do your proposal retrospective watching TV or something. I still want you to focus on this quite a bit. Here's what I mean, and here's the structure. Grab the last 5 proposals you sent. If you haven't sent 5, then just go through all of the proposals that you've sent so far. And then I want you to literally go top to bottom, reading every single word. Should take you maybe half an hour to 60 minutes. When I say reading every single word, I mean literally reading every single word. Again, the purpose of these proposals is that they're fast and simple and easy, right? So reading every single word shouldn't really be that much work for you, unless you screwed up and made a super crazy long, high friction proposal that nobody that you're sending it to even wants to read, right? So assuming that you've done this in a straightforward way, while reviewing every one of these proposals, just ask yourself the following questions. Are there any spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, or egregious errors that are impacting my perceived credibility? Now that I have the benefit of hindsight, how does this proposal look? I've sent out a couple, maybe I've done some more research on how to design proposals and stuff like that. Do I think that this is laid out well? Do I think that it's good looking? Is it sexy? Is my proposal still sleek and clean? Do I need to rearrange some sections? Am I adding too much info? Is this taking me a ton of time to read? And maybe do I have to cut some fluff? Now, of the proposals that you are reading, which ones were successful? How did the successful proposals differ from the ones that didn't convert? Was that the key point there, or was it more so the calls and that sort of deal? Or maybe were there any patterns in terms of structure, language, or client response? How well did you articulate the value of your service? Did you focus enough on the client's problem and how your service solves it, rather than just the features that you're providing? Is your proposal template, as of now, the lowest friction way to deliver your message and ask for a lead's money? If it's not, you have a lot of work to do. And based on your analysis, what are some specific adjustments that you think you can make to improve your proposal success rate? This could involve refining the offer, or simplifying the pricing, or focusing more on the client's problems and solutions rather than the technical details of your service. What I want you to do is to record your observations and any action steps in the same Google Doc that you used previously, and then share your findings in a post on School. Again, sharing your learnings in public, the point of which is to keep you accountable and provide an ongoing record of your progress, and I highly encourage you to. Once you're finished with that, you are done. I said day 22 here, but it's day 23. Congrats. Keep up the great work.